Lincoln is having a 1940s heritage weekend, which I think are brilliant. I think it's great that Lincoln do these things. And I've brought my camera out with my 45mm lens in the hope that I can take some nice portraits of people dressed up in 1940s clothing and all the equipment they've got with them. I think it's a great opportunity for photographers to come out and get some nice portraits, much like the Steampunk Festival. And I'm going to have a look around Lincoln and see what's on and see what images I can take. And hopefully I'll show you what I'm doing. As you can see, there's people dressed up in all sorts of 1940s gear and it looks amazing. So you walk down the Bailgate in Lincoln and you just randomly see people dressed up in 1940s gear. But sometimes you wonder, have they actually got 1940s gear on, or is it just the clothes they normally wear? It's a bit difficult to tell sometimes, but it's quite interesting to see them. And because I don't want to get in the way of all the crowd, I've put my 40 to 150 lens on, which has got a lot more reach. And some people have said they use this lens for portraits anyway. And I've just taken a couple of pictures of that lady singing behind me. She sounds wonderful, and I'll show you those pictures now. It turns out that there's events here in the castle and at Lincoln's Bailgate, which is where I was earlier. And I think Winston Churchill is going to have an appearance, so hopefully I can get a shot of Winston Churchill in a minute. There's often a lot of Americana in these shows, and that might be because they're much more accessible and easy to come by. But my personal view is I much prefer the Austin. Is fantastic. I love this little car, it looks amazing. In addition to the portraits, you often get these old cars and all sorts of different things, but I love this old Austin car. I just love the idea of this old car. It looks fantastic, and I'm going to take this shot. I've got my settings are f5.6 base ISO, and I'm on 100th of a second. I've gone for a deeper depth of field because I want to get a bit of depth of field because I want that building, the courthouse behind, to be in some sort of focus. That's what I'm looking for. When people clear out the way, I'm going to take my shot and I'll try and take a really nice shot, a better one, but that's what I'm going for. That's the idea. Of course, the interesting thing is when I'm taking pictures of things like cars, I want a deep depth of field, so I get the car and everything around it in focus. However, when I'm taking pictures of people portraits, I want to blur the background, have a shallow depth of field. This 40 to 150 goes to f2.8, and that's a really nice aperture for a shallow depth of field, and I think it works well. Hopefully, my pictures come out showing that too. When I'm taking a picture of these cars, and I think this is important for car photography as well, is I'm getting low and I'm getting a car at the angle in the corner so you can see the wheel, and it gives you that 3D effect so you can see the front and the side of the car as well, and it kind of gives it that imposing look. I think it's the best way to take a photo of a car, or potentially side on with the wheels turned, but I like the corners of the car so you can see both the front and the side. Managed to talk these people into sort of posing for me, so there you go, that should be a nice photo. Thank you very much. That was nice. I just took a picture of a lovely family all dressed up, and Biggles was the main character. I used the 25mm lens to get the shot, and I got a proper portrait of them. So hopefully it's okay, but we'll see. Proof of the pudding, of course. Let's see how that comes out. Lots of people have got really nice 1940s clothes, but the challenge is isolating them. I suppose I could go up to them and ask them to move and find a nice place, but I don't want to be that forward. But yeah, if I could only isolate them, I'd get much nicer shots.
Mission and slavery will be turned upon us. I know I speak for all when I say we're ready to face it, to endure it, to retaliate it against it.
I've left the castle, and as I said, it's difficult to isolate people, but I am finding the 40 to 150 makes an amazing portrait lens. I really hope my pictures look okay, because I'm really enjoying using this. I hope the pictures are sharp, but we'll see at the end. That's it, I've taken lots of shots, and yeah, it's time to go. Hope you've enjoyed this video. If you have, then I'd appreciate if you give it a like. And if you enjoy my photography content, then why not follow along and subscribe to the channel? It'd be awesome. If I take any more between now and the walk home, I'll put them up at the end as well. But I really enjoyed being here, really enjoyed this event. Once again, thanks a lot. See you in the next one. Cheerio.